Alright, finally got my free quartz from $10 of Google Play credit. I think it was $13. I gotta say, hopefully, after the debacle NA has had, I get to redeem these after. It's been quite a few savings I've had used up quite a lot often. I failed. I think it was 210 for Mello and Morgan, but I couldn't get either of them. But I will say I was cooking quite well throughout the year for NA. JP not so much at all. I've had to grind and spend a lot there. And I think NA is just going to be ultimately the more fun version to play. I mean, I'm kind of disillusioned with JP right now. I mean, Ordeal Call might be decent, but I didn't think that the new gameplay mechanic was. It was very disappointing. It was just like a flat bonus to servants. It just didn't really make any servant lineup interesting. Mechanic was just kind of very dull. I thought you'd play the game differently, but of course my hopium was too high as usual. And I guess NA, the only thing I missed out on was the free quartz, but I think they rolled back the players who got to use the free quartz they got from a bug. There was like 2 bugs. I don't plan to spend too much for the next few servants or either server. But yeah, hopefully I do get a new servant I haven't gotten yet for either server. So this is the only one I consider I considered just getting 4 or 5. Well, it's more like 3 and 5 chance to get a servant I don't have any. Pretty much have all of them except Ibuki, and the MP1 of her is just not what I'm looking for. So I do have everyone here combined servers. Just take a look one last time. But yeah, JP does suck right now for sure. It's not the it's not where it should be. We got a tower event. Those are boring. Those are just 200 floors of just deliberating on how you use bond. I think this time for that tower event, I'm just gonna run with 3 servants and try to finish it ASAP. And I do have everyone here. Don't have Ivan. Yeah, I don't have. I actually don't have a lot of servants from here at all. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I didn't think this one was good this year. At least this GSSR could have been better. But anyway, speaking of competent devs, Blizzard messed up yesterday. I've been playing a lot of D4. I think the only reason I'm still playing is for Nightmare Dungeons, and I love the challenge, getting worked. And I was doing T75, and I was throwing. I wasn't really playing too well with the fatigue, so you have to go in there with a fresh pair of hands and fresh mind. But anyways, I'll give it another 2 minutes, and hopefully I get one new servant here. Do not want MP, like even an MP3 Castoria would be better than getting anyone else at this point. Yeah, year 1 servants. It's just like I'm just still I can't get over how poor JP is right now. I don't have a problem with Medusa or anything, but it's just the dullest thing ever. Like their formula of how do I put this? Releasing servants quick or slow, or just putting a lottery after the narrow event was in poor taste. You don't get lotteries in May. Like timing has been awful for JP for a year. I'd say like every event it's been unwelcomed, or like so, or just been very boring. Other than that, I definitely look forward to getting Koyan because she makes the game fun, more fun than Oberon. I mean, I will roll for Oberon just because I'd rather have them and not have Morgan or Melo. I can live without them. I've played them on JP and I've already more than gotten the experience of having those servants and playing them. Oh crap. Warning, you're about to get hoodwinked. I don't even know who this is. So see, alright, so I got MP2. So for the 180 I spent on Morgan and failed to get her, she was the only thing to come out of it. So and I don't use her a lot. I have her MP3 and JP. I really don't use her that often. It's quick. It's kind of boring to use, fortunately. They have not fixed that problem. 210 chords, maybe more collectively, and I didn't get an SSR. But I would say my luck has been great. Got Super Ryan in a single and a few other SSRs. I got Abby to MP4. I'm keeping her MP3. So I'm just looking to already bolster my current roster of tunes. I just want, I think the target here would be Miss Crane for sure. Yeah, speaking of Medusa, it could have been Perseus. Like they should have just added Perseus and that's it. Like they could have just added any other interesting Greek Avenger. Oh, not sure. All right, nice. A new tune. Even if it's just her, I think she's cool. I liked her when she dropped on JP. Like I thought her event was actually pretty good. In a low-key way, it wasn't. They actually tried. And I don't expect a double. I am not gotten a double. But I did get a double on JP. For it was Kukoken. So I can't cry about it. Not having a double SSR in one roll for multiple years. Oh, there we go. I probably will use her. I think she's decent at MP1. Or just fun. Just fun servant. Not soulless looping mechanics. I've done too much of that. There we go, nothing exciting, but at least I did get another. I can't even say their name anymore. I shouldn't say the word. I don't know what Nazu is thinking of that. I don't even wanna. It's too early in the morning to get started on why such a cursed. I don't even. It came out of nowhere. That's my main issue with it. Alright, do not redeem, but we're gonna redeem anyways. That's a lot of course. I don't even think it's a lot of course. I'm prepared for disappointment. So I have 35. Yeah, that was it's 130. Here, here. After how long? Half a year. It's just about half a year. 433. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm actually shocked. I'm actually very confused right now. There's just no. I don't believe. I'm. So, all right. Look, it didn't look like I had this many corpses at all. I think this is the part where I just keep quiet and I'm just gonna roll with it. I don't believe I have 869 corpses. I've never seen that amount one time. Oh wow. Right, I think we're cooking already. New servants. And I don't have her. I have her summer version, which is cool. I mean, her summer version is it's a decent unit, but of course summer 6 is summer 6. Yeah, I don't. I believe she's out of character when she says it's nice to meet you. Alright, so I have no excuse not to get her, even if I expect failure. But I don't believe. I think I must have. I gotta seriously take a look back on the recordings. I don't believe I had that many court saves. It's not the only game to have game-breaking giveaways. I couldn't get a Shaco because I'm a necromancer, man. I couldn't get the Shaco, and I didn't have the energy, or I wasn't playing yesterday all that much. But apparently I could have gone the grandfather, which is the best sword in the game. Classic weapon. I guess the hell tight chests were just giving astronomical chance. That was pretty much almost guaranteed to get the unique, super unique. But I really don't believe I have 860 force. I'm convinced something must have gone wrong in the redeem. I redeemed too hard. Just looking for one copy, one copy of Koyan, and then I will go for Dark Koyan. I think she's fun, and I think there's not much. JP is not fun right now. Oh wow. Two beliefs. But I will probably skip summer 6. I think the way I'm just not a believer that they won't redeem. If JPS redeemed summer 6, then there's no reason I should be rolling for any summer 6 servants. I still have like at least 10 max limit broken CEs. Never got to use them. It was a fun lottery event, and I can't believe it was when we ran. And we didn't get a blue comma. We had an entirely new servant dedicated to that skin or cosmetic, or whatever you want to call it, costume or appearance sprite. It's terrible. I'm starting to miss the Lightworks, TBH. So ultimately, I guess I'm saving for servants I may most likely already have on JP. I don't know. I don't know about these roads. The rhythm is off. I should have gotten a Koyan quite easily if I failed pretty hard to get Morgan and Melu. I did try my best, like the best I could have. Cause I wanted to see how many quartz I saved until up until now. I just didn't want to spend it all on those two when I already have them both level 100 MP3 and MP2. And honestly, I don't use Morgan too much for looping. She's still like Bond 8. But Melu, yeah, she's definitely a good looper. Got her to Bond Max. Alright, so apparently this craft essence it's just better than an aerial dive. Wow. Car crept CEs. Like I think at this point on JP and maybe even like I will say I like whatever, it's just the same game. But I'll have to say the CEs never miss. Like the craft essences, even if they're bad, the art like they never miss. But they'll miss on everything else. They'll miss on the servants. The most important thing. I think. Look at that, look at that. I just can't. I just have to roll my tickets. I'll never see that many quartz again at one time. I think for Kukulkan and like I guess the start of the year I probably will spend at least like an arc, and I've probably spent like quadruple digits in quartz. Yeah, I'm just not feeling it right now. It's like, should I just keep going or not? Reading quality. Like only this kid is reading. This guy doesn't raid. At least I finished Lost Bell 5.5. I would say it wasn't that bad, but it was still rushed. Like they rushed the ending quite bad. Like it's like they wanted to say a lot more, and I usually don't like Sakurai writing or her content, but like I have to give her the benefit of the doubt. She didn't like she either it was her fault she couldn't finish, or it was probably COVID era where they just say, hey, we gotta rush it, we gotta push this shit out ASAP. But that was probably the most brainless, idiotic last section or last few sections of the chapter I've ever read. Even for Doman himself, it was just out of character stupidity. Yeah, this is. I'll probably just do one more 30, and that was already 3 10 rolls. I think 1, 2. That was only 2. Okay, well then. So, lost connection. So 3 banners, I guess they call them banners now. 3 banners in a row where I was not throwing a bone at all. So 1 SR I think, and 30 rolls. 210, so that makes 300 quartz for a 1 SRS. Yeah, not even an SSR, just 1 SR and 3 banners. I did try to roll for Kali, just because it is Durga for sure, and I think they just having her in the game was a great idea and execution. But gameplay wise, she seems very boring. It's just another stale art slooper. I thought she'd have a very unique mechanic, but she doesn't. So it's kind of awkward if I did get her on JP, just having Summer, Kama, and Kali. They just essentially pretty much almost the same serving. Come on, game, just let me have fun. I roll assassins all the damn time. But nah, that was terrible. I might as well just hit, do 2 more and get to 700. There you go, here comes the assassins. Not sure what to expect for Summer 8. My expectations are low for Summer 8. Of course, like we will most likely get 3 SSRs. And I can't make predictions. There was like 3 different sets of leaks for the anniversary servant and for the summer servants. Not sure. I wish the perfect world Lolly Summer one was real, but I think that one's just way too good to be true. The other 2 if I remember right, had a summer Castoria, like all the summer Tamlins, which is even for FGO standards is a little too much pandering for one set of characters. But I wouldn't be surprised they pull something like that. The other one said Summer Uriel and Steno as like a duel. Like at this point, I think I wouldn't be shocked at any developments for the anniversary servant. Like if they want to bring Shikitono, then go ahead. I was, it would have upset me a bit up in the past because he's clearly never going to show up in the story. But considering we're done with the quote real story on JP, then we're just getting to, like, it should just give us Olga, you know what I mean, before her hype dies. You know, I love Olga. Like I thought she was a great character in part 1 of Lost Spell 7, but not in part 2. She kind of like she went to sleep. But they might as well just throw her at us. They should. We will forget. Like I won't forget her, but I know like how the player base perceives things. Like we still don't have playable, like a playable Solomon, so it's just she's gonna just end up being a never ever. And no one cares about Lev. I think Lev's, you know, he's only shown up in 1 chapter. So I don't think anyone really wants to see Lev as an SSR. But playable Solomon, I think that would be too good to be true. But there really, I don't think there'd be a reason for him to appear. And then the other one would be Abeno Seme, but I mean, I guess, what do you call, I guess they call them Japanese Merlins, but nah. Just can't really think of anyone they would release besides Shiki. So there'd be 3 Shikis in the game. Like please buy Tsukihime, please, and whatever comes out of it. These rolls have been terrible. Not even the SSRC. So that's a painful way to lose 160 quartz and some tickets. So we're at 370, 1 SR. I definitely might just come back Monday to roll. Seems like everyone got her early on. Somehow I just like that notion of being an early, just getting there early is like the game will reward you. But if you just wanna, or if you're just too busy to roll, and I might as well just roll to 700. Yep. So yeah, I'm basically saving these corps for Bazette. I think I do want her more than, like, she's probably the most fun servant. Like we actually use your brains to come up with a fun mechanic. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's the. Oh god. Here goes my tickets.
Yeah.
I can't believe that Reddit complained about this quote bug where you'd get super success rate. I kept my mouth shut when I got like almost super success with for Abby. So I actually have two 120s. So she took yeah, she was getting super success almost every time, and like it just seemed like a normal thing with its. But of course, they threw maintenance at us for that. I don't have my other 120 here. But she is, of course she's here. And I probably will just use my SSR ticket for her. It's in poor taste to not have her MP5. You know, I thought having Lee would be cool, but I just. Even Tesla would be cool to have, but yeah, I would have picked Lee if I didn't get, if I already had an MP5 or yeah. Wow, that's mean. I couldn't even get spooked by her here. Alright, like now, nice. At least we got the sort of coins for. I don't know. I would like, if I get Koyan, I will get her an MP4. There's no way I'd go through 700 quartz not to get her. Alright, you know what? I might as well. Since I guess I'm skipping summer 6. Like, I think that's. It sucks to skip a summer. But I didn't like Summer Okita, and I already have a bunch of Summer 6 servers on JP, which. And even more Craft Essence, which never got used. So I'm still, you know, I'm not gonna forget that. By I'm not sure to blame DW or the fact that was their. I think that might have been their last event. They just said, let's just get over with. One of the last events, maybe. I don't even think they changed the actual developers themselves. They just. I don't know. I don't know about. They just switched to Sony officially. They really shafted anyone who rolled hard on Summer 6 because it was worth rolling for my mind, and not to have a summer rerun is just like you'd never see that. I'll say that's some grade A bullshit. They're just straight up minimums. I should have at least a MLB 5-star CE by now. Alright, that's a good sign. Behind the last card. Alright, just one more. That's like literally 200. 200 and might as well let's just say 280 because of the tickets. That's horrible luck for 10 rolls. Maybe it's because they're free quartz, not paid. Yeah, I'm definitely done here, and I'm just gonna go on another save-a-thon. So I think Oberon will drop in 3 days. Like, I've already read Lost Vault 6, but I'm tempted to reread it, but I'm playing Diablo 4 a little too much, and Season 1 was around the corner, and I can't say the experience has been bad. I skipped Diablo 3, and I'm glad I did. Just playing the Rogue, it was like, it's just a different, it was just a game of its own, really. It's such a nice class, and that's how a Diablo character should be. So I might just start with them again for Season 1. Like I have my level 97 Necro, and he's the champ. You know, he's a GOAT. He's been probably the best class, one of the best classes in the game, which I didn't think when I started Necro. I only play a Necro because I thought he was the weakest class, and I wanted to be quote challenged, or just play Necro with minions. Like you think you would ideally. I mean, I know there's summoner builds for sure. I know there's summoner builds, but it's just like at this point where my gear has been, I just don't see it worth it. I was quite yeah, I pretty much got destroyed here. 280, 200. I don't even know how much I rolled now. Just now. There it is. Couldn't get a MLB 4-star C. It's a shame that her design could have been better easily. And I could say that for about almost every server in the game. Like at least the ones that aren't here, like at least even on JP, I thought Medusa was. She didn't have much going for her. And narrow third ascension is still like I can't remember. I remember when I first saw it and I was actually playing the game, looking forward to it. Like I was kept myself from spoilers, and then I saw her third. Like it's not bad. It's just the sprite guy finally messed up. He finally made, and I don't know. I can't. Did he throw? Did he make a mistake? Was he just burnt out? We don't know. But I think the guy, like the Sprite guy, or whatever team, has always delivered. They've never really messed up that bad on sprites. But Nero Dirt Sprite was very like it's just like I give it a 6 out of 10, and that's just being generous. At least a sprite, at least like the idea, it's fair game. The idea wasn't too bad, but the execution, this is what just kind of like I was just like oh really. So they could have had Tyra have at least something, at least have her without the mask on the armor sprite. Like they just made redundant by having a different color.
さらに進むのであればその時はその時かならばく
Yeah, see, they could have just made her unmasked version for the second ascension. Like I don't think the art here is it's not that good. It's a good idea, but of course the card arts, they mostly I guess they fall in with the FGO standard. It's probably another reason I thought Summer 7's designs were very too safe for my liking, so I can't be hyped for Summer 8. No, because you're not. That Yoshitsune is on the game. Can't really help you there, out there, buddy. I do have finally have kindness. Really don't really remember what next event. I think it was Narrowfest. XP cards. But anyways, I'm just gonna call it here.
おや
I might
時間
play
は
Diablo
戻らない
2 and
もの
just
だ
do
最終確認はしっ
dungeons,
かり
high
して
tier
か
dungeons. Damn, 141 duds.
まだ見ていくアイテム交換だね
Right, okay, and
いいよ
I should
そういう
claim
のも嫌いじゃ
these.
ないし
I wonder if I already do have an Abby portrait.
いやいらっしゃいだ
I actually don't remember. If I do, I'll get I'll keep it in good taste and not overdo with Abby. No, was it? I don't even remember. We were 4-star Cs. Yeah, they have Summer Medea, and apparently the league says Summer Medea Lily. Like, you just give Medea, just don't even go with Lily. That's all I ask for, and then you might get me to play or spend on JP. Like, they could just straight up go with no Lolly Summer, not even put one. But I do expect Summer Mellow to be a thing for sure. Like, I think she will be, if her alone's worth it. I think Summer Morgan is definitely gonna be high priority. Like there's no way we don't get Summer Morgan. Like I refuse to believe they would be that incompetent. Alright, oh, I forgot my main portraits were here. Alright, dude. I don't know if this was the sites. These were the ones you rolled for. I think I did pick this one, yeah. So I'll go for Martha. I think I picked Artoria. Yeah, this one. Yeah, the one that she has, I think I picked her twice. Or I did, yeah, I'm pretty sure I already picked Abby here. Yeah. I think this one looks better than this one. Okay, that was buggy. You can't even preview. Oh, that you could preview. I'm an idiot then. That actually looks nice, but oh, that's wholesome Van Gogh. Dude, this one looks good. She literally looks like there's nothing. It's like she's always in her own. Like I have to say that's terrible on the account that she's supposed to be the main costume maker and she herself doesn't wear anything but her what she always wears. That's true irony. I might pick this one. So I'll pick one dude and one female. Oh, chicken. Like you didn't forget a summer chicken. That's a dub. That's a win. Or maybe I should be wholesome and pick a Jaguar Warrior. If we get Summer Taiga, I think that's just too good to be true. I'd be forced to roll, even she's the terrible serve. But Summer Taiga just be absolutely insane. Like if they throw a bone with all respect for an OG, Medea or Taiga, like Medusa already got hers, so there's no point. But Summer Buzz that like any OG, and for sure, I think it'd be a decent summer to start. What you wearing? It's kind of weird. What's this? I already did pick a Mozart. No. What? Okay, my game is spazzing out. Not sure why. Stop. Alright, well, my game is spazzing out. I'm going to have to restart it, I think. Because, alright, that was blue stacks. It's blue stacks' fault. Yeah, it still is bugging out. But anyways, I'm just gonna pick them on my own time. I probably might just pick Ashwatam and Kama or something. Yeah, this game had enough. So anyways, I've had enough as well. Poor luck. But it's still nice to know I have 600 quartz left for future tunes, and I didn't even have to, I only spent what, $10. So anyway, folks, I might just play D4 later and finally push, but that requires fresh mind, fresh hands.